Thereof, 4 runners in the Unibet Morgiana Hurdle in memory of Michael Rafferty and Annette daughter. And it is Saldier straight off into the lead. Saldier, who triumphed in this race in the past, turns in front, leading stable companions Stateman, Sharjah and Jesse Evans taking a lead from the Willie Mullins squad, coming on up the straight to the first flight. Saldier in the blinkers, and Danny Mullins lead from Stateman, the favourite, the mount of Paul Townend, and third is Sharjah, the dual winner, the mount of Patrick Mullins, and Jesse Evans, the back marker, and rattled the top bar for Brian Cooper. Coming up to pass the winning post, taking in all flights on the way round, and it's Saldier, the leader, by 3 lengths to Stateman in the yellow and black checks, who's followed by Sharjah. Fourth of the 4 is Jesse Evans. Heading uphill, about to turn towards the second flight. In the Unibet Morgiana Hurdle, all barred the outsider Jesse Evans making returns. It's Saldier, 3.5 in front of Stateman, 3 clear of the third running Sharjah, with the back marker Jesse Evans. Order maintained going towards the second flight. The top of the track, Saldier put down there, backed off that one, leads Stateman. In third is Sharjah. The back marker in the red colored jacket is Jesse Evans. Heading downhill to flight number 3, still in the same order since they left the starter. It's Saldier, tracked by Stateman. And third is Sharjah, with the back marker continuing to be Jesse Evans. Downhill they go to the third flight. Saldier leads stable companions, Stateman, Sharjah, Jesse Evans, the back marker. About to head into the back straight to flight numbers 4 and 5. 4 at approximately the halfway stage. Saldier, Danny Mullins, seen to good effect in the Grade 2 novice, the race before. Leads Stateman and Paul Townend, who signed off last season winning a Grade 1 novice here at the festival. In third place, last year's winner Sharjah, and then Jesse Evans. Down the far side they go to the flight at roughly the halfway stage. Still no changes from first to last. Saldier in the distinguishing green cap. Into it, couple of lengths in front of Stateman, then Sharjah, and fourth of the 4 is Jesse Evans. Less than 7 furlongs to go. Heading to the last on the far side, this is 4 from the finish. Saldier stoked by Stateman. And third is Sharjah. And Jesse Evans remains last. Less than 3/4 of a mile to go and 3 flights to jump in the Unibet Morgiana Hurdle. And still no changes from top to bottom. Saldier makes the running by 2.5 to Stateman. 3 lengths to Sharjah. Something similar back to Jesse Evans. 3 to jump as they turn along the side to the third last flight. Saldier, not so far ahead of stable companion Stateman, who's looming in second, and then Sharjah, who jumped up well onto the heels of the 2 in front, and then Jesse Evans. Heading to the second last, Saldier from Stateman, poised on the outside. Not much between them on landing, then Sharjah and Jesse Evans. They're tightening up, heading past their point of departure. Good run to the final flight, and Stateman nudges ahead of Saldier. Sharjah now being got at to try and bridge the gap on the 2, and then Jesse Evans. They swing in for the final flight, and away comes Stateman and Paul Townend from Saldier, the long-time leader. Sharjah is next, making little impression, and then Jesse Evans, but out in front is Stateman. Coming to the final flight, it's Stateman, the leader, over and clear from Saldier, who knuckled on landing, gives the second to Sharjah inside the final 150 yards, and it is Stateman fulfilling his potential as a senior hurdler in the Unibet Morgiana, forming another renewal for Willie Mullins, ridden by Paul Townend. Clean sweep for Close Sutton with Sharjah second. In third place, Saldier.
We'll bring Willie in here. Willie, congratulations. Another Morgiana Hurdle banked away. 3 was enough in the end. Yes. You were never going to run them all, were you?
Thank you.
1, 2, 3 nonetheless.
I would have let them run, but I was happy, you know, with the work that these 3 were working better, and we left them at that.
What about the winner's performance? Did you see everything you wanted to see from Stateman?
I did. He got a good lead from Saldier, who's himself a Grade 1 performer. We had Sharjah coming behind, you know, to test him. Sharjah just couldn't get to him. I was a little disappointed with Sharjah, but our fellow ballooned the first, and he was getting better as he went along, but I think we have a lot more work to do on his jumping, get him to be sharper, hurdling. That'll come to just with experience, you know. So might give him another. Might go again at Christmas, maybe again for Dublin Racing Festival. But he'll need a couple of runs, I think, to sharpen up his jumping.
Going back to the winner, I mean, where do you see him fitting in this season? He's made the leap up to Open Company in his stride there today. Does that fill you with encouragement?
Well, totally, yeah. I mean, I think he's got a lot of improving to do. It's looking at the size of him in the parading.
He looked a touch burly, didn't he?
Yeah. So, you know, to me, he's just going to keep improving through the whole season.
Where are we likely to see him next? Will he bowl up at Christmas as well?
I think so now. We'll see how he comes out of that race. But, you know, to get his jumping sharp, he's going to need a run or two, maybe two before March.
And is it just the jumping you feel that can be sharpened up? Otherwise, has he got the attributes to be a proper top-notch team?
I think he has. You know, who knows how much he can improve? He's got the pedigree. I think he'll improve his jumping, and he seems to have an engine. That's the most important thing. You know.
No Vauban or Sharjah today. Are we far off seeing them, do we think?
Not bursting to run them yet. They haven't just shown me what I want to see.
You don't like to run them until you see what you want to see work-wise. I guess that's it.
I think so. Yeah, no point, you know, with horses like that, just running them for the sake of running them.
Okay, so plans on hold for those two.
Yeah. They'll come. You know, they'll come in their own time when they're ready. I hope.
Hopefully.
We're always hoping that, you know, you can go back to the previous year's form. You know, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes they just, for some reason, they don't click in the season that's in it. But I'm sure they will come.
Must just ask you about Galopin des Champs as well. How's he coming along? A lot of talk about the King George for him. Have you heard any of that?
Everyone keeps ringing me about it, but we stuck him in as an entry. I don't seriously think it was a plan, so I don't, and I think we're still in the same place. It's an entry if other things don't work out for him.
And is Christmas likely to be the earliest we'll see him, or could you still try and get a run in beforehand?
Oh, I'd like to get a run in beforehand if I could, yeah. I mean, we had toyed with the idea of going down to... Didn't we put him in the Clonmilloy last Thursday? I think he was in that, but then we thought we had enough in it. But no, he'll come as soon as I think he could run shortly, you know, so we'll see. But, and yeah, King George, I don't know, it's just an entry as far as I'm concerned.
It's a while away, yeah. Seaback Bistro coming up, Willie. That is very much firmly in the forefront of your thoughts. How do you see him getting on?
I'm really happy with his work. I love the way he won his bumper last year. He's bred to jump, he's bred to stay. Probably like softer conditions than here today. But I think 2 miles and 5 will bring his stamina into play. So, you know, and he's got all those hurdles, you know, over 2 miles and 5, you've got those extra hurdles. He'll probably be a bit bigger over the first couple, but hopefully he'll get into a better rhythm then as the race goes on, and I think he's got a huge stride. He's a real chaser in the making, but I'm looking forward to seeing him run here today.
I presume you're pretty optimistic about the bumper horse as well, are you, Lecky Watson?
Yeah, I thought he got into an awful lot of trouble in the day he was he second or third in Fairyhouse? And he was third, I think, but he got into awful trouble coming up the straight, and without all that trouble, I think Patrick's main aim today would be just stay out of trouble and hope that he's as good as he looked that day.
Lovely stuff. Willie, wish you well with those. Well done again here. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.